What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Create the Life You Dream. I'm Rachel Bouthillier. In today's video, we are going to be doing a house tour, apartment tour, kind of living area tour. If this is something that to be a part of, go ahead and keep on watching. So I'm gonna actually be making a drink first. I like to stay hydrated, but while I'm making a drink, I wanna kind of give you a little pre-disclosure about our living situation, because this was actually a requested video I had posted on my social media. Definitely follow me along on my social platforms. All links are down below. That way you could kind of stay in the now and up to date. Back into the little disclosure. Addison and I are currently living at my childhood home, at my parents' home. Normally we would live in a different home with my wife and all this other stuff, but we are currently going through legal matters. That is, the legal matters are finishing up, so we should be going back home. And when we do go back home, I'm definitely gonna need to clean it, but I can probably do a tour of that place too. So if you wanna see our original home, our what we consider home, leave a comment below. Let me know if you want to see it or if you don't, and if I get enough people who want to see it, we'll probably end up recording it. So since this is not our full home, there's only so much that we can do with the living environment. There are some crowded spaces, there are some stuff that we might have changed or we can't even change, so please send some positive vibes when you're watching this video. But I kind of want to inspire you and motivate you for if you are kind of starting off in the beginning, because this is definitely set up like a first timer apartment. And we also makeshifted a room, which I will show you in this video, of how we created another room, because at the time when Addison was born, we needed a second room because we didn't have a room in this space, because this is the original space that me and Addison started in. So I will show you how I makeshift it if you need an idea of how to form another room, because you need another room. But that being said, we are going to jump right into it, and we are actually going to start outside and you kind of get a little bit of behind the scenes of what it looks like and what it's like in our living area. So I hope this is what you're looking at. It is definitely a humid day, so we're not going to stay out here that long. So when we first moved in here, it was not really fully set up for us. It was set up for Addison mostly, for a spare room upstairs. But when we got the new information that I was going to be coming here with her, and it wasn't just going to be her, we had to kind of rearrange. So the first thing I wanted to do was create an outdoor space, especially when we first came here. It was during the pandemic. And if you were a parent, you know most of us ended up virtually teaching. And for Addison, she didn't want to just stay in one spot. I have this little whiffs, it's back in the, I don't know, time. But she didn't want to just stay in one spot. And one of the things that we learned was, because we are so close to the Wi-Fi, we were able to do some schoolwork outside. So this is going to be the first portion of it. Again, nothing is really fully ours. All our furniture and all of our actual our furniture is back at our old house, I almost said, because we call it something, a certain type of house, but that'll give away the location. But everything pretty much is my parents, and we're borrowing it for the time being. So let's get into how the outside looks. We have this as the beginning set up. You have just the table and chairs for me and Addison, and the umbrella. We try to create this bird washing area over there, but it didn't end up working out, so we just left it alone. And then now we will go inside. Oh, we also do have this hummingbird feeder, and they actually do come to the window, and you can see them feed off of it while you're doing stuff. It's pretty cool. All right, I told Addison that I'll knock and she can answer. All right, so when you come in our front door, it is the kitchen. Right away, this is a dumping ground. It's not ours, but we tend to put a lot of our coats, There'll be scooters, tents, just all that shenanigans. And then on this side we have the fridge. Now I had talked about this in my deep cleaning video. I don't want to say upgraded, but I painted the fridge so then that way it looked newer. So it's like this marbly pink color, and then I took these off, the handles, and spray painted them brass, so it kind of looked up to date. That's Addison's little toy magnet area. Yep.
So these are the nighttime clothes. They're actually regular, but I returned them around. These are the dresses. These are the...
Alright, so then we have the actual kitchen counter. So this is actually a microwave. It's a pretty old microwave. Look at, guys, we have the dial and the press button. Like, we are nice and strong. I have my KitchenAid. And then for any of my witchy or spiritual friends, this is my altar that I have. I have to actually update it. The last time I did one was for the summertime. Yeah. I recently did dishes, so then that way the house was clean. We have the stove, and we don't have an oven down here, but I do have like a countertop oven, which we use. And then I have my Thrive products. So this is gonna be my shake. This is called Treat Meal. It's like a specialty capsule that you could take when you eat kind of cheat foods. My watermelon Jolly Rancher juice, and then I keep my black labels here because I tend to record. We got some veggies from my garden and from my in-laws garden, and just bananas. All right, next, when you walk in, you go into the living room area, and we do have the washers and dryers right there. And again, because we don't have any furniture, all the furniture is, I want it basically at the house. We did have a couch, we did have beds and all that other stuff, but they're at our normal home. We only have a chair for right now. We literally are only trying to make do with what we need. And then that's out back at the patio. As you can see, if you follow me in my stories, that's my little garden right there. So next is going into Addison's room, which is right here. Now, Addison's room was originally this big, huge living room area, but we ended up putting up this bookshelf, which was from IKEA. And these are, it's better on this side so you can see it. They're just a whole bunch of cubicles. They're just a whole bunch of cubicles that you could get these containers right from IKEA. We have her toys in here. And it is, we actually screwed it to the wall to make it sturdy, but it makes a bedroom for her. For temporarily. Those are all our books and shoes and clothes. We keep our clothes in those bins. And then how we end up closing it is this right here is a shower curtain rod that like twists, and we have a shower curtain and it closes, and that way she gets some privacy in her bedroom. So right next door is my room temporarily. That is obviously where I sleep. And I'm just gonna go straight over to next to my bedside. So I do keep my vitamins right next to my bed. That's not just a thing on my stories. I keep them on my bed, so then that way it's the first thing that I take when I get up. So going over here, this is my desk. Because I work from home, I need an actual sturdy place to do my work, so then that way I'm kind of keeping busy and staying on task. I tend to keep all of my stuff organized the best that I can. I have my Ravenclaw one, which my wife had got me, I believe, for Christmas. And then this is also one of the other Thrive products. This is called Expand. I keep this on my desk because it's meant for mental. And since I'm working, I usually take this when I'm working. All right, coming around, I just have that's what I keep my clothes in. I have my personal development books lined up, and any like weights, I'll sometimes use the weight. And then over here are my passed away dogs, I want to say. So this one right here is Charlie. They're both miniature schnauzers. This one is Charlie, this one was Charlie. They were both alive at the same time, and they're long gone in doggy cabin. But they're special to me, so I like to display them here for right now until we get a house where we can bury them in our yard. In here, I'm not really going to open it up, but we keep Addison's school uniforms in there. The area that we live requires school uniforms. So her school uniforms are in there. And then this is where I kind of keep my extra stock of my products that I help with my customers or for myself. This is Lifestyle Mix. This is a fiber drink. These are just extra pieces in here. I have a wand box. This is a book. I keep my shoes down here. I don't have that much. I don't really need that much. And then those are just all leftover fabric that can't be donated because they're too dirty or stained, so I try to use them to make something else. Now, after that, I'll bring you right into the bathroom. I know, fun stuff, right guys? This is the bathroom, so this is the stairs going up. I'm not gonna show you the upstairs because that's their private area, but we keep all our towels and stuff over there. There's this big, huge mirror. Hi guys. This is actually a high school projection screen, and they were gonna throw it away, and at the time my dad was working on that job site and he's like, no, I'll take it. And so it's literally a full wall mirror, and I love it. I had it throughout high school and I loved like taking pictures or doing whatever I want with it. And then this is just the bathroom. I try to keep the shampoos and conditioners up high because Addison likes to experiment. If you have a little kid, you probably know. And then that's basically it. It's a very small place, but we make it do for right now. We are very grateful that we have a place to stay. I wanted to sit down and talk with you guys real quick and kind of update you because I'm literally coming on and just like throwing out like a tour of our place, and you're probably like, okay, what the heck is going on? So, I just want to get a drink. Going forward with this channel, I also do want to create content on this channel. In the midst of it all, I'm also going to be forming a podcast called The Experience, which is a very intuitive podcast. Basically, it's certain motivational content that I'm getting out that I feel heavy on my heart to share. And whoever listens to it at that time, I feel like is going to get some type of message. And I am forming that on top of creating motivational posts on my social media platform and forming a community of people of just building up and just inspiring and all that stuff, which is a lot. And I didn't realize at first, like I did, but I didn't, of how much work it takes. And so I am trying to be diligent of creating a plan, of trying to have my calendar kind of like written out when to post certain stuff or ideas or staying on topic. Because one, I got into a season where I became burnt out. Two, I kind of got way too ahead of myself. Like, I'm a type of person who dreams huge, like I have huge dreams for my life, but sometimes like we kind of get lost in the dream and we're like, I don't want to say give up on ourselves, but we stop believing that we're gonna attain that dream. And I had talked about this on my Instagram actually today, and I don't want to get burnt out where then I'm creating this stuff and then you guys get lost as well, because I am going through this journey along with you guys, and I really want to form this as the type of channel and the type of community for the people who hit rock bottom. And I stress this enough about rock bottom, and I talk about rock bottom and just coming out from the ruts and, you know, evolving, because I was there at one point. Like, I can still remember just being in despair, and Addison was a baby, so she doesn't really know that much of, you know, what went on, but I was going through a low point while being a single mom, while trying to figure myself out, while trying to pick myself up, and I partially tried to record that journey on one of my channels that I had. I don't even know if I have access to that channel right now, but I stopped. Like, I, you know, started working and I just kind of let it go. And when I got to this point in my life, I like to call it my chapter 5. Like, I'm not on chapter 1 anymore, I'm on chapter 5. But like, when I got to this point in my life where I'm like, okay, I'm out of the rut, but I'm not like succeeding how I want to succeed in life. And when I try to look into like finding that type of motivation, I couldn't find it anywhere. And I would find, like, I have influencers that I follow, I have these people that I look up to, but they are at a way higher level than where I am now, and I couldn't find someone who was at this point in their life. And if they were at this point in their life, like, they deleted it or made it hidden so other people couldn't see it anymore. And it's like, I need that real raw version of where do I go from here? And if you connect with any of this, like, trust me, I'm at that level right now. So I wanted to create this channel of Create the Life I Dream, not just for my story and not just sharing my, journey, but also giving someone hope and realizing that, the phrase, the light at the end of the tunnel, like, there's really not a light at the end of the tunnel. You just create your own light. You become the light. You are the light, so then that way you could keep on walking on your journey. So with that being said, I am here to motivate, to inspire through my journey, through this whole process of when I ask myself, why is this happening? This is why it happened, to be there for someone who is going through the same thing. And that's what this channel is all about, is creating the life that you dream. Not just me, but you as well. I want to inspire you who's watching this, okay? Even if it's this one person that is watching this, you get to watch the journey though. And that's the best part, is you can either be a part of the journey or you can watch a journey. Either way, I'm not judging. But I want people to be a part of the journey because I want to be able to see you grow and not just myself grow. It helps me growing when I'm seeing other people who are close to me grow and evolve. And that's what I'm starting to learn as I continue on and as I keep on inspiring. When I wake up and I'm like, why am I even doing this? Well, I get that one message from that one person who's like, hey, I love this recipe, or oh my gosh, I love watching your journey, try this out, or you inspire me to move today. Thank you for actually sharing it. And it's like, you're welcome. You inspire me too. So to wrap all up, this quick little video, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you stay inspired. Bye guys.